Hello all, welcome to testingtools.co. I have been receiving quite a number of requests that what does the interviewer think while they are doing the interviews, right? So I thought maybe I will share my experiences. The reason is like I have done more than 500 interviews in my entire career. I thought maybe if I can share the thoughts that I have in my mind when I do the interview, maybe it will help you guys, right? So for that, we are going to see some of the main aspects which I look into or which I want to have in the interviewees. I hope this session will be very informative and will be useful for you guys. Okay, let's go into it. Okay, the first thing which I look at very keenly is about communication. The reason is if we cannot understand what the interviewee is trying to explain us, or if the interviewee is unable to understand what question we are asking, I would say there is a communication gap. Well, it can be on both the sides, be it be on interviewee or maybe in the interviewer side also. So what I do when I take an interview is I try to explain the same question in different manners so that to understand if the interviewee is able to grasp the question properly. And also, if a question is not clear, we expect that the interviewee asks more questions and then try to understand little more so that we also understand that the interviewee is properly concentrating and then he is trying to understand, he or she is trying to understand what is exactly happening. Now, there is also a false notion that communication is not just about using very difficult vocabulary. Okay, that is not what an interviewer looks at. It is more about how clearly you can articulate what is there in your mind and are you able to clearly express it in the interview. So, first takeaway from communication side is if you are unable to understand a question, please try to ask the question, ask them to elaborate more to understand. And if you are not aware of the answer or the response, it would be better to say that I am not aware of this, maybe I will read and then I can learn about it. But do not think that we have to answer something or the other. Otherwise, the interviewer will think that this guy has not prepared anything and he has come directly to the interview. No, that is not what we think about. Instead, we actually value more if the interviewee says that the person doesn't know something and is ready to learn and proceed. It is always better to say that you don't know rather than giving a wrong answer and creating a false impression about you in the starting of your interview itself. Now, if you have observed or not, every interview starts with a basic introduction. The main reason behind this is to understand if the person is actually able to clearly at least explain a non-technical related things during the interview. That gives the first glimpse about you as how clearly you speak, how well do you articulate, how do you express your views, right? So make sure that when you are giving your intro, keep it simple, keep it clear, articulate it very clearly, and that will be a good start. Now, the next important thing which I look at is how logically the interviewee is thinking. So when a problem is put in front of you, I would look into interviewee as how the interviewee is trying to attempt and what kind of approaches the person is trying to go and then trying to reach the solution. It is not mandatory that you should be knowing the exact answer because when it comes to logical thinking, there can be n number of ways a particular problem can be solved. And after this, I would look at ability to learn. So there are different things here. One is like when it comes to a fresher, when it comes to an experienced person. So when it comes to an experienced person, what we do is we try to ask generally what did they learn recently, right? Maybe something apart from the regular work that you are doing. And if they are doing something, we also tend to ask questions in that, which basically will allow us to understand if the interviewee is actually saying it for the sake of interview or the person has actually learned at least a little bit about it. And now for the freshers, what we try to do is we give a problem, and if the interviewee is unable to provide a solution to the problem, we try to give some hints or some workarounds or maybe correlation between the problem that we are discussing now and something else we discussed couple of minutes back. and we reiterate saying that, okay, this is how you did in the previous scenario, so how will you do it in the current scenario? So these are the times when we try to understand whether the interviewee is able to learn from the other aspects and being able to apply it in the current situation. Now, after this, we also look at the attitude, which is very important for anybody. During the interview, this is one of the important things that is being observed very keenly, and nobody would be knowing about it. Okay, so while you are giving responses to some of the queries that are being asked, please make sure that you are also being observed on other factors, like whether you're talking positively, whether you're talking negatively, what are the different kinds of thoughts coming into you while you're expressing. So these all will be considered when the interview is going on. There would also be cases like some of the interviewers will try to pressurize during the interview to understand how you are able to take the pressure and how you are able to come around it, right? Whether you are getting panicked or you are taking it, in a positive way and be able to look at the how to solve a given problem or given query, right? And also the interviewer might put some negative statements in front of you to understand how will you react, how will you behave in front of other colleagues, because the interviewer also thinks about, if we have to take this person, will the team be happy to work with this person, will the team be energized, motivated to work more, or have a positive relationship with everybody. These all will also be observed when they are taking the interview. So the next important thing is about how well or how strong you are in the basics. For example, you are coming for a Java related interview. Please make sure that you have gone through the basics of Java, and this is exactly where an interviewer will start to understand how well you are in the Java programming. This is same for even a person who is coming as a experienced guy or even as a fresher, because without basics it will be very difficult for us to evaluate, because basics is what one should know before going into more advanced concepts. So the next important thing is about what you have put in your resume or CV. Please make sure that you put only those things which you are confident about answering in the interview, because I have observed this in many of the interviews. For the sake of getting interviews, candidates put all hi-fi technologies and then they mention all the details. But when we actually ask about it in depth, they will not be able to answer. So this is a mistake which you should not do, right? Put only those things which you are truly aware of and you are confident about. For example, if you have done extensive work in your project, please mention about the project. And maybe that is what the interviewer will ask about, right? So even for me, when I take an interview, I first see what kind of projects the candidate has worked, and I try to understand more and more about what is your contribution in the project and what kind of innovation you have brought, what kind of tasks you are delivering, right? So these all are very important that you put in the resume, especially if you have any innovative things and you have done it on your own. I would suggest that you highlight them, because that will grab the attention of the interviewer, and when the interviewer asks about it, you can be more confidently explaining about it, and it will help you to even crack the interview. And one last thing which I specifically look at is about how you are taking responsibility or ownership for the task you have been assigned in your previous organizations. This plays a very important role, because if you are not showing that responsibility or ownership of completing the task and delivering it to the customers for the service you are providing, it gives a very negative impact, right? And we want those people who take such kind of responsibility and ownership. So what the interviewer thinks here is, if a particular task has been given to the candidate, will the candidate be able to do from end to end or not? Because especially during these times, interviewers are looking at people who can take the responsibility and ownership. Like for example, if you are given a project or maybe you are given a task, you should be understanding clearly about the requirements, what is needed, what is the output, what is that you have to provide as an deliverable, right? So these all you should be able to understand, and some of these things will not be asked explicitly during the interviews. It will be analyzed while you are answering other questions. Okay, so please be make sure that whenever you are talking about something, that you take the full ownership. You have to understand that you are taking the ownership of the task and you are to deliver the task. So I hope this particular video has given you a good insight of what an interviewer thinks while taking an interview. If you like this video, I would request you to hit that subscribe button and click the like button, and also hit the bell icon so that you will not lose any further videos. Thank you.